Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm up here with the new boat as well as some jugs, and I'm going to see if I can catch some catfish over the next few days. For those of you who don't know, I got this boat less than a month ago. So far, I'm really loving it, but I haven't brought it up here yet. The entire land's been flooded, so this is the first time I'm actually able to get down there, go try this boat out down there, and see what it's like. I also have some brand new jugs. These have 20 feet of line on them, so it can reach the bottom end of that particular lake. I had some old bottle ones, and they were kind of aggravating to mess with, so I made some brand new ones up. So really excited to test all this out and take this boat down there. Now, I usually don't do a whole lot of bass fishing, but I went ahead and brought some gear up, and I'm going to try that as well while I'm up here. This is where it begins to get a little bit sketchy. I do have four-wheel drive, but I also have the boat behind me. I was able to get down here fairly easily earlier, and the boat doesn't weigh that much, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'm just going to take it nice and slow, stay in the grooves, and just push on through. Well, the forecast said it was supposed to start raining. Obviously not. As a matter of fact, it's actually just starting to get worse, which is surprising. Fortunately, I haven't heard any thunder, and again, I checked the forecast. It said that the rain was moving out, so hopefully this is just the tail end of it. You can actually see, hopefully, that cloud line right above there. It is clearing out, so again, maybe this is the tail end of it. But regardless, I'm out here now. I got all the jugs. I got some bait. I want to go ahead and at least set them out today, and then go ahead and probably head in and just come check on them tomorrow. Now, the bait I prefer to use is chicken gizzards. You go to the store, you buy a pack for $3. It's very cheap, but the biggest thing about it is that, first off, it'll last you all day. You can bait about 40 jugs with one pack. And the second thing is, while you can use brim and things of that nature, the brim don't have as much fat content as chicken gizzards, and that fat that you hook into is very, very tough, and it's very difficult to get on and off the hook. So while that is a little bit aggravating to bait, it is great if you're going to be fishing these jugs overnight like I am. Since this is a lake, they're not going to go anywhere, because it's not going to get pecked off in the first hour or fall off overnight. They are really going to have to work at it to get all of the meat off this hook. One thing I also need to consider in the future, I need to put a little bit more weight on these. That way they can just go ahead and drop down. I don't have to unwrap them like I'm doing now. That's the reason I'm unwrapping them, is that there's just not enough weight on them in order to get them to start spooling out on their own. Well, there we have it. All the jugs are now out. I only brought 14 today. That's all I have made at this time. I plan on making a few more, but this will give me a good test run to see how these brand new jugs work. Never used this type of style before, and I just made them, so I'm excited. Hopefully by putting them on the bottom or very close to the bottom, I'll have much better results than I did with those jugs that sat about 5 feet or so below the water, because I just had gar come up and eat all of those. Catfish still did eat them, but it was mostly gar that would actually just attack those, destroy the line, and just be a pain to deal with. So it's the night of April the 7th. It just turned to April the 8th because it's 12 o'clock now. But something I forgot completely is that tonight is the night of the supermoon, which is the brightest the full moon will be of the year in lumens, and this one is also the closest in proximity to the Earth for a full moon this entire year as well. So I know for freshwater or saltwater generally, when you have a full moon, the bite gets very, very active and it's very good at night. Freshwater, I would think it's the same case. I know brim tend to bed whenever it's a full moon. Hopefully catfish are going to be a lot more active as well. I wonder if this is going to help us as far as with the jugs overnight and them feeding very actively. I have no idea. But something very interesting to see, and we'll find out a little bit more tomorrow. Back out here this morning, it's about 7 a.m. Got a line of jugs behind me I need to check, and fortunately it's not raining. I'll have about 5 or 6 hours to do a little bit of jugging today, and that's about it before the rain starts coming in. And I really don't want to get stuck on that slope trying to pull this boat up. Well, it looks like I might finally have a jug up, so I'm going to go ahead and check it out real quick. I think it's a turtle, unfortunately. Oh no! Finally, a catfish. I have a whole limb with him. Let's see if I can... There we go. Finally, one catfish out of all this time. Something on here. I may have another catfish. I'm not sure yet. Yes, we do. That's a really good size one as well. That one's definitely a eater. Awesome. Second catfish today. Well, it looks like I did have them set way too deep last night, and that's why I wasn't getting any bites. Now they cut them back, and they're sitting about 3/4 the way down the water column. Much better results. Unfortunately, I had to cut the video a little bit short. Once I got back to the ramp, it took me over an hour to get the boat on the trailer and get up that thick, muddy slope. It was like grease trying to get up there. And I was going to film it, but it was just so slick. Every time I tried to stand up on that hill, I just go sliding all the way back down. But finally made it back to the house. As far as the catfish go, I only caught those 2. Next time, now that I know I don't need sitting on the bottom, but I do have them a lot lower than what they were in the water column, hopefully I'll have better results. And for the bass, once that lake comes down and those bass get out from far in those woods and start coming back close to the shoreline and the cypress trees, I'll have much better luck next time. Regardless, guys, I do hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to share, like, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.